Good morning. When Lisha asked me to share today, immediately my mind sort of went to a theology of giving. And I realized that would be a dodge and that I needed to share more personally. Why I give to St. Peter's. There's three things that came to mind. The first is I have so many sweet memories throughout the pandemic of worshiping with you all. Sunday services at home were a source of comfort and blessing week over week. And the view was also such a fun time to get to know others in the community that I felt deeply blessed by. Another is this has been a place for me to engage in some contemplative practices. The tradition I grew up in had basically two practices. There was prayer and there was Bible study. And those were so important and formative. But the older I get, the more I know that for my heart to really be centered on the person of Christ, I need to be with Christ. So this is a place that's really pushed me and encouraged me to deeply know my belovedness by sitting in Christ's presence. And lastly, this is the first fully affirming church that I've been in. I thought I'd be able to get through this. I grew up in unaffirming spaces that weren't affirming of my gay identity. As an adult, I thought that Christian faithfulness meant continuing in those spaces, and God's been leading me on a journey that has brought me to places like St. Peter's, and so to be so fully included here has been deeply nourishing to me, and so I'm deeply grateful for that. And finally, I would just say, when you deeply know the gospel, it invites generosity in all of your life. So I would challenge you to think about in what ways might God be inviting you to be generous with your time, with your resources, or just sharing deeply of your person. So thank you.